Hi, my name is Stephen Monastra, and welcome to Class 3 of Adobe Photoshop Elements course. In Class number 3, we're going to go over the Quick Edit tools. In Class 1, we went over how to acquire a scanned image. In Class 2, we went over the Quick Edits adjustments. Now in Class 3, we're going to go over the Quick Editing tools. These tools are going to help you enhance your photograph even more. If you notice, our original scanned image is crooked. Now I did that on purpose to show you how the crop tool works in case you scanned your image not at a 90-degree angle. Your icon for a crop tool is this icon, the second one from the bottom. When you click on the crop tool, you have these options that can change the way your tool works. Right now it's preset to a certain selection with the amount of pixels for the height and width. I don't want that at all. I'm going to have no restriction, so I can create my crop tool to any size I want. If you know you wanted to have it be an 8x10 or a 5x7 or a 4x6 or even a wallet size, 2.5 by 2 inches, you can click on the default and it sets that for you. But I'm going to have no restriction, so I can create a crop that I like that matches my photograph. When you click and drag, you have a grid show on your screen. The shaded areas are the areas that are going to be deleted, and the highlighted areas are the areas that are going to be seen. If you hover the mouse on the outside of your crop tool, you can see that the arrow is now curved, and I can click and drag and turn my crop tool. I'm going to change my grid to the angle that my photograph is at. If I take my cursor and hover over one of the squares on the edges, it turns to a straight arrow. I can now shorten or enlarge my grid. I'm going to shorten it to the edge of the photograph so I can line up my crop tool with the image. And I'm going to come into that side as well. And I'm going to come into this side also. And then from the bottom, I have to elongate it slightly so I get the entire photograph. When you like the crop that you made, you can hit the green check. If you don't, you hit the red do not sign. I'm going to hit the green check because I like the crop. And if you notice, it is now rotated nicely. I have missed certain parts of the image. You can see a white line at the top, and you can see a white line at the bottom as well. Knowing I have two white lines there, I'm going to recrop my image slightly. So I'm going to hit the crop tool again. I'm going to draw my box. And I'm going to line it up this time with the edges and get that white line on top and bottom away from my photograph. I'm going to use the arrow keys to slightly nudge my crop tool up and down. And I'm going to hit my green check mark again and crop the bottom. And I'm going to do the same for the top. So now those white lines have disappeared from my image. And all I see is the colored photograph. So that is your crop tool. Tool below that is your move tool. And to move your photograph around, you can click on it and drag it. Sometimes it's locked. So if you try and move it, and this dialog box appears, it says your background layer is locked. Do you want to unlock it? You just click OK. It tells you what name you would like to choose for that layer. I'm going to call it Kid. And now I have the options of moving it around if you wanted to. The gray and white checkerboard means it's transparent. That means there is nothing on the edges of that image right now. So when you print it, it's going to be the color of the paper you printed on. But I'm going to keep my entire image centered so you can print the entire part of the photograph.